Hi, and welcome to this month's installment of our Client of the Month. I'm Marcus Michles here at Michles Booth, and I'm joined by a very, very special client of ours, Miss Judy Skipper. And we were saying before we got on the camera, Miss Skipper, how great you look today compared to when we first met, right? And I was saying that the picture I have, John, who's sitting over here today, your lawyer, went to the hospital to get started, and the picture that I have of you, nobody can look good from a hospital bed.
No.
You were in a very, very serious accident and suffered some pretty substantial injuries, but you look just great today. Congratulations.
Thank you. I feel good. God's been good to me, and He just took me through it, put me with the right people. And
well, I want to talk to you a little bit about that, because there's some people out there watching this that are probably not quite sure what to make of all the lawyers out there and all the billboards and stuff. And you know, sometimes we get criticized pretty good. Tell us about your experience. How did you find it?
well, I had noticed, I'm from Crestview, and I had noticed your office there in Crestview. I reckon it was just like a subconscious thing, but whenever I was in the hospital, my insurance had called me about the truck, wanting to know where the truck was, and I told them, and they, right off the bat, they said, well, we've got to get that thing out of there. And you've got to understand too, 8 days before that, I had just lost my husband. I was vulnerable. I had nobody to take care of the paperwork, nobody to pick up the pieces except me. I told the young lady on the phone, I said, I'll get back with you. I hung up, and I called, my daughter happened to be there with me, and I told her, I said, call Michles Booth. I didn't realize you had an office here in Pensacola. I thought it would be there in Crestview. And by, I don't want to say luck of the draw, like I was telling your secretary here, it was a blessing that I was connected with John Rogers. He was good with me. He was patient with me. He was very considerate with his time. He listened to me. Even if it had nothing to do with the case itself, he listened. He just listened. He gave me his ear at a time that I needed somebody to listen to me. And he did an outstanding job on the case. He did something that surprised me to the point to where he did not charge me the amount that, you know, he explained to me how the process would go. You know, the 100%, 20, what was it?
The PIP.
30, the PIP,
Your
yes.
personal injury protection.
Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
33 and all this. Well, he didn't claim the 33.
Oh, our fee.
Yes.
Well, we're supposed to get a 1/3 fee.
Yes, but he didn't
he gave
do
you a
that.
discount.
He
didn't
gave me a discount.
I need to talk to him about that.
Okay, well, you don't be hard with him.
All right, I'll go easy on it.
And I was very surprised about that, because, you know, I was just grateful for, and it wasn't in the thought, well, I need to sue somebody. That is not why I called. I wanted somebody to take care of the paperwork.
Yeah.
I wanted somebody to take care of my interests, somebody to help me get me past this point.
Well, you had
That's what I needed.
You had a medical bill of more than $150,000. You had a
Yes.
life flight bill of over $40,000.
Yes.
So that you had some people chasing down some bills.
Yes, I did.
And I know, because I was watching. Not that I'm going to say I was paying. I'm going to go ahead and say it. It was all me.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm just kidding.
I know.
But behind the scenes, John was working really hard to
Yes.
get those bills negotiated
Yes,
down, wasn't he?
Yes, and they just kept me informed about what was going on. Sometimes I could hear kind of disappointment in their voices whenever they was calling me and trying to explain, you know, and then they would call back and say, no, we've got this fixed, you know, and that was just amazing to me. I mean, you know.
It's a good feeling if people are helping, isn't it?
It is. It's a wonderful feeling to have somebody that's so interested in your welfare to try to help you on down the line, not just for that moment, but to help you get established and get on back down the line, get back into the living process.
Right. You got so many distractions. You got health challenges. People are coming at you from all directions. It can be a really hard time.
It is. It is a hard time, not just mentally and physically. It's spiritually, because you're bombarded with, well, like bills coming in, and you're thinking, you know, well, what am I going to do about this? You know, but John took care of all of it.
Well,
so.
let me ask you this. A lot of times people say lawyers do a lot of talking and not enough listening. It sounds like you said he was a good listener.
He was. He was a great listener.
And how about this? When you called, were you able to get people to call you back?
Yes,
I mean, that's
sir.
a big part of this problem,
sir.
too.
Oh, yes, sir. I had no problem. If they said John was busy, whoever answered the phone, they would say, "Can I help you?" And I would explain to them what I needed. And if they could, they did. And then they, if they couldn't, they would tell me, "Well, let me give this message to John." And it was just a matter of a small amount of time that he would call me back.
Would you be comfortable recommending us or John to anybody else?
Oh, I do, baby, every day.
You do?
And they're about every day.
Well, we got to put you on the...
Whenever I tell somebody, I said, if y'all need somebody, I said, y'all need to go see them.
Well, good. We're going to put you on the payroll.
Hey, whatever it takes.
We got to get that money back, though, that John gave away. Well, good for you.
Yeah.
I'm so glad to see how well you're doing. And I really appreciate you taking time to
Yeah.
come down here and talk to us today, Miss Skipper.
I appreciate y'all too.
You know, we tell people we hope that you don't need us again, because that would mean you were in another accident.
Yes.
But if you do, we'll be here for you.
Yes, and it's good to know that there's people out there that truly care. Not just for the profession and not just for their benefit, but to help that person get back to where they need to be. That's what it is.
Well, thank you. So there it is. Miss Skipper's telling you the truth right from her heart. John did a great job, because I said I need to talk to him about that discount on the fee. We're going to talk about that off camera. But no, I'm just kidding. I'm Marcus Michles. Thanks for tuning in to our Client of the Month, and congratulations again, Miss Skipper.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. We'll see you next week.